Hi everyone. In this video, let us learn what is the relative versus absolute cell references in Excel. See, in this, we are having the columns like product, quantity, price and total. I want to calculate the total. So what I'll do is, I'll make use of quantity into price. That is, the cell address B5 into C5. So I can get the result for the first record. So now, for other records, I can simply use fill series. What happens when you do the fill series? You can observe here. See, in the first cell it is B5 into C5. When you come to second row or second record, it becomes B6 into C6. Similarly, B7 into C7, P8 into C8. That means as the row changes, the reference will also change. So it was B5 C5, it became B6 C6 and so on. So this is called as relative reference. Now let us try to understand what is absolute reference. See, I want to do the calculation for this GST and I want to take the reference of the cell address, that is D1, and also the total. So I'll do like this. So the total is present in D5, then into I'll make use of D1. What happens when I fill the series? Observe this. Say I'm doing the fill series and I'm not getting the proper value or the answer because now it is referring to D5, D1. When it comes to the second record, it becomes D6, D2. Similarly, it is D7, D3, D8, D4, which is absolutely not the way which should work. Instead of doing this, I am making use of absolute reference equals. This should be relative because it should become D5, D6, D7, D8. So D5 into I am using this D1. Here a small change I am going to do for this, that is I am adding a prefix $sign, which you can simply achieve by pressing F4 key while entering the formula. So now you see D5 into $D$1. So I am locking that cell address. So what will happen is when I fill the series, you can observe that when it comes to the second record, it becomes D6. Again, this portion is referring to the same D1. When it comes to third record, again you can see that D7, D1, D8, D1. So this is how the absolute reference will work. Try to build a tracks calculation as I showed in the example. Watch it break on copy. Then try to fix it with the absolute reference and using the F4 shortcut key. In this video, we learned what is relative reference and absolute reference. In the next video, we will learn how to make use of VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, index and match functions in Excel.